We have developed voice assistant. Voice assistant is, voice assistants are very well known with Google and with Amazon or with even Apple. We have developed one which is completely offline. Well, we are working with an online system like Skyresponse, but we need an offline system for our voice control. I will show you the unit. It's something like that. And this voice control system works with home automation. And I'd like to show you now a solution that we don't only use home automation to talk with it and to get information from that, but also with a floor that is communicating with us. And then we know exactly what's happening in the building. So it's a home care solution that I will present to you here. Let's see, that's doing something. Yeah, it's a smart living for elderly people. So I'd like to just remember that that the human behavior changes a lot with the age. The home must be proactive, supporting the person, because elderly people don't act like younger people. They don't ask for something. They just have problems sometimes, and then they don't know what's happening. That's also a problem of adrenaline and so on when something's happening. So the system has to work without personal intervention, and the vital functions must be performed. Additionally, of course, safety and comfort must be possible without its intervention. Then, last but not least, is also social interaction, which is necessary for elderly people to get, not be lonely in their facility. So that's the thing that we need to, and that we're meeting when you're installing such a system with elderly people. And now I will present you the three systems that are working here together. One is the Sense Floor. The Sense Floor, it's monitoring. It's a thin mat which is just laid under the carpet or wooden floors or tiles. It has a capacitive detection of the surface changes. That means it's not the weight which counts. It's really the surface. With the surface change, when you're moving on the floor, that means when you're walking, then you see, then the floor will detect where you're walking and where you're staying. So you don't need any earrings, no cameras. It's completely discreet. It's a surveillance of the person, which is, nobody sees who is there. But if it's an elderly people, if it's lone living people, then you know, of course, that this is person. So privacy is completely guaranteed, and it detects the presence, the movement, location, and also the fall. The fall is also very, very important, of course, because when you're falling, then your surface on the floor is bigger, and then you know exactly that it's happening, that there was a fall that happens. A very big advantage is that we can define in this area where the floor is installed, where the door is of the room or of the location of the apartment, where the bed is, on other locations when you go into the bathroom and so on. You know exactly where it is. So that's very important, because then we can get information whether the inhabitant is going to the bed and it's lifting his feet from the floor, and so we know, oh, he's now going to the bed. Or when it comes out of the bed, then we know also, now I have to prepare the apartment accordingly. So that's this floor. And now we come to our Aragon, which is this voice assistant. Aragon is a proactive voice assistant, works completely offline, and it goes only online when it's needed. So we have this cooperation, of course, with Skyresponse, which is an online system. And this is very important, because when calling for help, then we need, of course, the online possibility. Aragon is working for home automation. I already said that. So we can control lights, curtains, scenes, and so on. You have seen our company name is ProKNX. So mainly we're working with the KNX system. ProKNX is a home automation standard, which includes more than 400 manufacturers with over 7,000 products, and all these products are compatible. So it's very easy to install Aragon in such an home automation environment. Yes, Aragon can also query status, not only control them, so you can ask for the status of the lights, of the shutters, and so on. Privacy is guaranteed. That's a big difference to the other voice control systems that are on the market. Everything that's said is really handled completely offline, completely handled only on the unit itself. That's very important for a lot of people, and I think it should be important for even more people, that privacy is a very important thing that we have to care about. We are working now with the new system also with a LLM. Perhaps some people will know that. It's a large language model, so it is possible now that we can transcribe every sentence, everything that you're talking about in our main languages like English, German, and French. And the advantage is that you don't have to train every word for a local system. Normally, this would be necessary to train words, but now with this large language model, it's no longer necessary. So our main slogan is, what's said at home stays at home. That's the big advantage of our system. Then we have Skyresponse, of course, and that's a perfect trio. Aragon is the voice assistant between ground, so the floor, and sky. It's removal the doubt in emergency calls. So if there is an emergency call which is necessary, then our voice assistant will ask, do you really need help? And if there is no answer, or if there is the answer yes, then only we will call for help. We can give some event information. We can ask whether, for example, the appliances should be turned off when you're going to bed. As I mentioned before, when you lift your feet from the floor. It can inform about possible safety issues. For example, when you're leaving the kitchen, then you can, and you check the stove, whether it's still turned on, and you can ask the person, do you remember to turn it off, please? So the interaction is very important, and it's an interaction which is automatically, the user has to ask for something. It will be informed automatically. Yes, and for example, if you're leaving late your home, then you may also notify relations. And of course, then medication intake can be monitored and also informed, and the monitoring the bedtime, the bath time, how long you are. That's all possible here with this trio now. I thank you for this, that you watched this presentation. Now I'm even able to show you how this is working, because that's also a very important point. Otherwise, you will not believe that it's working so nice. So I will switch over now to another video camera where we can see, perhaps you can see it now. I have to stop the partage. Yes. You can see it, hopefully. Here you can see the floor. At the right side, you see perhaps a bit of the bed. The left side, you see the door. And at the back side, you see our Aragon. I can move over here. So this is the Aragon. Here, that's the door, and here's the bed. And now if I'm moving from outside into the room, I go to the door.
Welcome.
It welcomes me, and it's turning on the light here. And if I go to the bed, here I'm in the bed.
Would you like to turn off the lights?
It asks me whether I should turn off the light, and if I say no, or it doesn't understand you, then it doesn't change the light. Otherwise, it will turn off the lights.
Okay, turning off the lights.
So that's the question answer system that we have. When you go inside from the bed, then automatically the room light will turn on. And now, of course, the major function is to simulate. I can simulate a fall here. So I have a dummy, and normally there should be a question about fall detection. It's, as I said, it's not the weight, it's the surface, which is important to understand. And now it's not detecting me. That's good. I will put the person here correctly.
Important message. It seems like you've fallen. Shall I call for help?
And if I say yes,
Okay, I will call for help.
and then Skyresponse will be informed through the cloud of Skyresponse. The person in charge will be informed that something is happening. Perhaps one major point also, we not only inform or communicate with Skyresponse for the fall detection, but also for the technical problems of the system. So if there is a technical problem, Skyresponse will inform the technician, because there's a continuous heartbeat exchange between our system and Skyresponse, which is very important. So then you can know, you can be sure that the system will work when it's really necessary. Yes, that's about that. Of course, I can show you also now how you can control the system. Here you can, for example, see the shutter, and I can say, okay, Aragon, open the blind. And then you see the blinds opening. And according, you can also, of course, also control media systems, music, every kind of lighting and temperature. So that's about our system that we can install. Thank you very much.